Ocean City. Nothing but relaxing, enjoyable, and clean beaches. Wonderful people there. I'd like to thank Corey Davis and his team for putting on such a wonderful event. This is a marvelous place. On the first day of the event, we actually filmed a dolphin at sunrise. Teresa did this with her phone, but little did she know her phone was in video mode and not camera mode. And it's a pretty short, very short shot, but the dolphin's pretty far away from the camera. But clearly you can see it's definitely a dolphin out there. These are very rare to see these at Ocean City, but they are definitely out there. So maybe you'll get lucky if you take this challenge. Wow, I hope this isn't going to be tomorrow morning. This is not a good thing. Another exciting part of this course is the very beginning. They have to launch your pilot in a kayak out to the starting line, and they have to do this, have to time it just right so that the kayaker can get through the waves without capsizing their boat and losing all your supplies in the ocean and having to start all over again. There was actually one team that this actually happened to, and after the third shot they gave them a different kayak. But it's very exciting to watch. This is probably the most exciting part of the course.
They got to go around the buoy to their kayak.
Okay, and in the morning of the swim, before the start, you won't know the direction you're swimming in, so you either report the north end of the beach or it's the south end of the beach, and of course it's a 9-mile difference, so you just have to be patient and wait, and they'll get to you. You get a message or broadcast, either your email or Facebook, and they'll tell everyone this is where we're starting for the event this year. So just it's a little bit of tension there because you don't really, it's an unknown and you won't know until the event starts. We had 2 smart swims, and our goal was, we didn't have a battery pack functioning at the time, and our goal was to try to capture the course and then split the 2 segments together when it was over from the 2 different units. But unfortunately the salt water and our switch block didn't have any kind of real good protection, certainly not sufficient enough, and so therefore the salt water, very aggressive, got in there and shorted out the switch block. One of the units malfunctioned immediately. The other unit, we only captured something like 1,000 yards of data before the system actually shut down. So I spent the entire course pretty much with the head-up display over my eye, and 70% of my eye was not visible. We had an underwater camera that we were running underneath the boat, and pretty much the only thing we captured was my legs during one of my stops. Don't expect to look at too much underwater, but maybe 5 or 6 feet of visibility. But the coastline itself is wonderful, and it's beautiful to watch. You'll have plenty to look at during this swim. Okay, something else I've never seen on a course before. This was kind of fun. They had these large screen pontoon TV boats, I call them, that you were swimming out where they were off the shoreline. And they were playing these promo videos and other ads and stuff for the people on the beach. These displays, they were massive, and it was pretty exciting to swim past them. This might be something that you might get an opportunity to see while on this course.
First place is about 250 yards ahead of you.
Let's get it.
Doing great. How's your body temperature?
It's awesome.
Good.
I might want to switch. Electronic goggles about halfway, 4.5 miles.
Okay.
5.
All right.
Maybe 6, I don't know.
Okay. Let me know when you need to post the time before if you can. I'll have it ready.
Yeah, okay. Here we go.
Yeah. Halfway, 4.5 and 2:11. Looking good. I got it. All right. Keep it up. Doing great. Fabulous. All right.
The view was spectacular. We had a great day. The weather held up really good. It was 70, 72 degree water temperatures. The air temperature was approaching 80, a high 70s. More than enough energy to keep your temperatures up. So there was no wetsuit here. We did not wear a wetsuit. I know a couple people who did, and they were sorry they did when they were done, because it's really tough in a wetsuit to get away from the heat. But that's always a difficult decision depending on the course and the climate, the weather, and all that. You really got to take an assessment to really know that you do or don't want to use that piece of equipment.
We got 1.7 miles to go. Less than 2. Water, Coke. Get there. It's almost there. Just take it easy. You're not going to catch that, guys. He took
I'm
off.
not even thinking
He
about it.
took off, so.
Good for him.
All right. That's right. That's it.
You see the red buoy or
No,
not?
I can't see it yet.
Alright, let's get it.
Let's go.
The temperatures, like I said, and the waves were heaving waves. You're out maybe 300 yards from the shoreline, 200 yards possibly, somewhere in there, and it's just a wonderful feeling that you get from the waves just heaving you, and you can feel that vertical motion. Some of you may not like that. I actually love it. So I completely enjoy this course. And one more thing we tried with our feed, I was using decarbonated Coke as a means to get the salt water taste away from my stomach, my insides, and that worked beautifully. So much so that by the last couple feeds, that's all I wanted was that Coke. It really worked well, but not everybody would have that experience. But for me, that was great. That was a good thing.
All right, right there's the last buoy.
You see it?
1 mile to go. 1 mile to go. I don't see it yet, but there's the last
Thank you, Corey Davis and his team, for putting on such a wonderful event. I thank you, Anita Allen, for the excellent piloting skills. I thank my wife, Teresa, and my son, Peter, for the excellent support crew and just making this happen. It was an excellent event, and I will do it again someday.